Okay, so I'm trying something a little differently here. I'm kind of in between video editing software. I've been trying to do something else for HDR, and it's not really working out. I have to like pay the full price for it, DaVinci Resolve, and moving to that from something more like beginner friendly. And I just wanted to break something down here real quick, this run here. I'm doing it a little differently here. I'm actually in VLC Player and I'm recording this with OBS and doing the voiceover just sort of live so I can work through the video as I go over it. So here I'm loading into perimeter and solo, as you saw. And so I want to pause right here real quick because I've been hearing a lot of talk, from other people about solo play and its sort of lack of viability. And I kind of have a different story. I mean, I enjoy solo play. I enjoy the teaming up in trios as well, especially if you have a team. And that's where everyone's sort of leaning into. Solo is more difficult, I will say, and you hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's just people ratting around, and it's not really worth it. It's not worth going in with anything good. It's usually just for only like sponsored kits." And I kind of beg to differ. I have a lot of success in it, and well, I have an example here I wanted to go over and just sort of break this down. You just have to play a little bit different. It's a different game than trios. You can't just run around shooting everything and expect your teammates to just sort of cover you. You have to think about it differently, strategically. Obviously, so at a higher level, Rook is kind of the pinnacle of this, but you can't get your faction missions done. But if you enjoy playing solo and you want to get your faction missions done, don't be afraid to take in gear and go with it. I was kind of reluctant to even make this video because it kind of like shows off some of the little tricks I use, which I don't know. I don't think they're ratty. I come from Arc Raiders and I'm total PvE guy there. And I do enjoy PvP, especially in a shooter like this. Bungie's PvP sandbox has always been really great. So here we're going to load in, and I'm pretty sure I end up loading in near North Relay. I'm probably going to check here real soon. Near the building, yep, near North Relay.
Neurolytics optimized. Shell primed for exploration.
And I'll kind of spoil it here for you guys. I do exfil. I came in with a loadout that I honestly wasn't afraid of losing, but because my vault is like stacked, so I'm kind of like running stuff just because if I lose it, whatever. I kind of need the space anyways. So here, I'll just let us play it. You have to play completely differently. Obviously, you're not going to get any exfils loaded in until 20 minutes at first. And I'm not sure, I think that's probably the same way in trios. But either way, there's these stupid claymores here you gotta watch out for. But you just have to be really, really quiet and play very, not necessarily passively, but you have to be real mindful of every single decision that you make. So when you go to engage the UESC, you have to know that you're going to attract other players. And that can be to your detriment or to your advantage. So really what I wanted to show off, I don't even really hardly get too far from the spawn. See, you don't want to move out and run off right away and go do something. You actually just sort of want to chill, maybe loot a couple exterior like location POIs for maybe some meds, a little extra stuff, especially if you did come in with a sponsored kit. And this works with a sponsored kit either way, if you need to build yourself back up. It's not a problem. Obviously though here I'm using triage. I love running triage in these scenarios as a kind of primarily solo player. It you don't have all of the functionality that you might like in the disengage that you might like in, say, thief or assassin and somewhat vandal. But what you kind of make up for it, you have sort of a larger buffer for making mistakes with your drone that you pretty much almost always have available once you have them. If you know you're going to get into PvP fight, obviously you're not worried about overheating. You can, use your boost ability, the B in this case, where you supercharge your weapons. But the real strength comes in your ult, actually. So once that is up, you can engage a bit more, especially in one-on-ones, because if you happen to tie, you both go down, you can just revive yourself. And yeah, whether you have a self-revive or not, you can just kind of just revive yourself and get back up. I believe that's the case anyways. Okay, so I actually just paused. I kind of stepped on my words there while I was recording this. Trias cannot self-revive itself. I thought it could. Never mind. Forget that. If you have a self-revive item, of course you can self-revive. So bring those in. But just the utility of the little drone. I just had to fact check myself there, like, instantly. So yeah, but it is good for EMPing. Anyways, don't quote me on any of that. Whether I thought it could, maybe it can, maybe it can't. Doesn't sound like it can. So yeah, so I thought I saw a clip of someone self-reviving with a triage, but that's not the case. I guess here's the thing. I've been using it thinking I could, but I've never tested it because it hasn't really happened to me in my runs. So granted, this is an older video of mine that I just wanted to show this on, or an older recording anyways. So it's a bit lower level here in this. But anyway, so what's about to happen here is I'm kind of scoping this building, this POI North Relay here. I heard some shooting just a little bit ago there. Maybe you did too. And so I know there's someone over there, and I'm just going to check and peek. And by the way, the shields on these machine guns are like pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Yeah, see you there? You see the thief, or not thief, assassin running by here. He doesn't spot me, which I was kind of surprised. But I go ahead and decide to engage him here right after he takes that assassination, because I figure that'd be a good time to kind of surprise him, because otherwise he's probably gonna duck into cover if he hasn't spotted me, or just if he does spot me, he's probably gonna try to ignore me, hoping I didn't see him. Now here, you saw I did break his shield there, but unfortunately, he does get behind cover, and he does fire back, but my shield pretty much tanks it. The shield on the LMG and my own shield. Now I could have, his shield was broken and he probably just used his invisibility and ran off. And I could have probably tried to rush him. I only have 18 rounds in, and I probably could have downed him. But the distance we were at, he has plenty of routes to escape to and reposition and get the drop on me, and he could drop me if I'm not being careful. I don't know what his loaded is, what he's running. It didn't look like he had a backpack, so think I think we find out later that he was a sponsored kit. But anyway, so I just decide to take cover here and reload so I'm ready for him. And just checking to see if he was dumb enough to stay in that same spot. He's not, so he moved. And I decided to go around like this whole left side here to try to flank to see if he's in any of those hiding behind there.
Recall window will remain.
Now see there, that guy, he's not aggroed on me. He's aggroed on the assassin. So I know he ran back somewhere there, potentially, or made some noise that this guy's triggered on. So I'm keying in on that, and I'm going to try to find him because that's what I go in for. Solo PvP, I like it, and I could just play safe and run around and find another POI and try to loot that, but this is worth it to me. I'm gonna go
Table for
ahead and check
20
this out.
minutes.
Plus, okay, here's another thing. Getting into PvP battles on solo, yeah, you can be third party, but that's also a little bit to your advantage if you know what you're doing. You can bait other people in to fighting you and outposition them and end up taking the fight, and you basically just don't have to go around looking for everyone on the map that you potentially want to kill and loot. So let's go ahead and check this out. He doesn't really. There the robot spots me. So I decided to take him out. That might even lure the assassin out to me. I don't think so. I'm still suspicious whether he's in the POI or not, or whether he completely bailed. So I'm walking in very cautiously, and I'm listening. Always be listening in this game. Do not run unless you absolutely have to disengage or you're moving into flank. Just walk and crouch walk. It's very valuable. Also, I have my music turned all the way down because, yeah, you want to be able to hear the footsteps because you will hear them. If they are not paying attention to what they're doing, you can even hear them just sort of creeping around. Now, I'm on PC, I use a controller though, so I can actually sort of move at a slower pace if I want to, just with the sticks. Which actually helps you be more silent than if you were on PC and you have to just smash your keys and you pretty much just have to go at your whatever fast walk speed is. Here, I'm still cautious about him hiding somewhere. Like I said, sometimes people rat and they just camp in one spot. So I'm just reviewing that a little bit. We can go ahead and probably go forward here a little bit. Alright. Try over there. Okay, reposition. Okay, I'll come back to this spot. And there, hang on a second. Listen. There, I hear some fire in here. So I know he's probably thought I bailed. He doesn't know necessarily that I'm still around looking for him. It's been like a minute or so, a few minutes. So I heard him. He's somewhere in this building. I know for sure. So I'm gonna hunt him down now. Just checking little camp spots. You just want to check those because there are people who sort of rat and camp. That's really the only issue I have with. But if you get caught, if someone catches you and kills you from a spot like that, it's the game. That's what it is. The trick is to learn how to outsmart them. So just right there, I heard footsteps. So I know he's moving around upstairs, it sounded like. And that there, I didn't expect that door to make a noise when I crossed that threshold. So I was worried he knew I was here now, but that probably actually worked in my favor. Because now it got him spooked, and he's going to be looking for me, which is kind of what I want him to do. Because I'm ready to just mow him down. There, I can hear him again. I don't know if it comes through in the video, but I heard him like almost right above me, just sort of running around.
UESC reinforcements incoming.
I know he's up here somewhere. Now that's not broken there, so I know he hasn't used that, and he hasn't searched this, so he's still potentially up here, just creeping around. He might be trying to get eyes on me from above, if he thinks I was still out there. Now that there tells me he wasn't here and he shot that. That's probably the initial shots that I heard with him taking out over here on the right. You can't see my mouse here, but just a smidge right there. The little tick sack or whatever you want to call him. I know that's probably what I heard earlier, him taking that out. I decide not to close the door, so I have another route to move in if I need to like back away quickly. He could take advantage of that and loop back around and downstairs and then come up and get me, but I'm honestly not worried about that right now. I'm kind of on a swivel here. I'm kind of zeroed in on him somewhere in here. Now I don't hear him anymore, so I know he's probably planted somewhere, and I'm not sure where. But I do hear the bot footsteps, so I know they're up here. So he managed to avoid them. He might have gone invis and but I'm just checking. He probably went out that door actually. That we just looked at. Come around here to the right. This door's open. Right there. He probably came in through here and went out that way. I'm not sure where he's at. But actually, if you go back right here, I didn't notice this at first, but watch. There's the exit to that hatch in the bathroom is like it's right there. So I didn't notice that at first, but he's probably hiding in this tunnel right now, actually. And you'll see why I'm guessing that now. Because the other one wasn't broken, and he probably heard me shuffling around, so he knows that someone's hunting him, and he's scared. So that's potentially where he is. But I don't think he knows what to do right now. Me, on the other hand, I kind of have a plan. My plan right now, before I sort of go through it here, I'm planning to... I don't know where he is, but I know I can probably lure him in. So there's no other way at me from where I'm at right now. This little corner here, the little corner that I just backed into, see, there's the only way someone can get me is if they come up over the wall on the left, or from the door opposite this area, or from that little tunnel to the left there. So I know I'm kind of safe right here. Anyone coming at me, I can hear them probably before they're on me, and then I can prepare to like sort of take them out. Also, I know the bots are close too, and they're probably going to come at me here. Yeah, see, I heard him coming. I'm gonna take him out quick. Try to be a little quieter. But I'm also doing this with, see, my drone is up. I know I'm not really gonna suffer too much here, and I have a few options. I have a heat grenade. I have the shields on my LMG here. So I'm actually kind of making noise in this area specifically to lure anyone in that's in the area. So more as bait and less like I'm just hiding trying to shoot them. I don't know. You can call me a rat if you want, but solo, you just have to play differently. Yeah, so this guy decided to just go full on guns blazing here. Take him out. Now, I know that probably that made a lot more noise than the knife, and it probably made someone a lot more confident in their ability to come on and just like come at me right here like this. So I know someone's probably going to be coming soon.
Connection collapse in 15 minutes.
And I hear something. I just heard it. And there you go. Someone else is engaging another UAC as well. I just heard him outside. So it's either the assassin or another third party. So let's see what happens. There's another bot. Waiting for him. I hear something. So I heard a little something off to my left. I wasn't sure if it was the outside fighting noises that I heard or something a bit closer. And there he is. So he went down really quick. I don't know if I saw a shield break on that. Let's watch it again. I don't know what that sound was, a knife or something? I didn't see a shield break. And I'm not sure why he was red there. But I think he didn't have a shield charger from the time that I shot him before. So he was probably just like hiding in there. I broke his shield and he couldn't recharge. So I just searched him a little bit there, get him down. Now I hear some other strange sounds, and then there you can see it. There is a thief's butterfly drone flying in, which I don't notice it right away, but I'm immediately like, oh crap, the third party is a thief, and they're probably gonna try to, and they know exactly where I am, and they're gonna come after me. So let's see. I try to take it out. Decide to go for the bots yet. Throw my nade. Now that right there, that actually kind of saved me. I could have just jumped out on my own. He kind of made the decision for me, the robot did, and put me down. But knowing that the thief, the last place they knew I was in that room, this is actually to my advantage. Because now I know I can potentially circle back in, and I might be able to catch them looking for me. But first off here, I reload, and I can hear someone running in the back there too, so I know they're probably repositioning to try to come at me. So I make some distance, I head to the perimeter and recharge some shields. Now I'm just gonna listen. Yeah, I hear some more walking. Sounds like bots though. Searching for me probably, since they just engaged me. Yeah, there's one running up there. And it looks like it wasn't going after me. It looks like it was potentially going after the thief. They might have spotted him. So I'm not sure yet where they are, but I also want to come back up here and loot that assassin. Now that right there, I don't recall those weapons and items being there before, but they could have gotten pulled out by the thief's drone. So I'm kind of suspicious that either they came up here and already looted in the time when I looped around, or it's what their drone was pulling out. So I know that the thief is probably in this area. They might be camping the assassin's body. So I'm being very cautious and I'm listening. There. I just heard. There. I'm hearing more fighting. Glass breaking. And there they are. There's the thief. So I don't think I popped their shields and they almost got me here, but I think they're getting just as low as I am and they decide to disengage, as do I. Then here, I just saw that there they they threw a smoke grenade out to cover, because yeah, they're doing the same thing probably that I'm doing here. And I'm just gonna sit and wait for them a little bit, because they might get greedy and like try to rush me, or they might like that little spot because, you know, it's a little campy and you can have some cover and try to take me out if I try to approach through that door again. I don't think. I think if I go outside and around, I can come in through that other entrance, and there's another entrance on the other side too. But I would probably make a lot of noise jumping around, and I don't have the mobility that the thief or a lot of the other ones have. And they attracted with all the gunfire, they attracted a bunch of UASC, so they're dealing with them right now. So I also kind of know I'm not in immediate danger, and I'm listening. And debating whether I should just loot that or not. I can still hear shuffling. UESC probably, that didn't quite get aggroed. It doesn't sound like the thief, but it could be. Now, I decide I'm going to check in on that room, but I'm not going to come in where they have it smoked, and I don't want to sit and wait for it either. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that passageway through the little tunnel here. I'm kind of hoping it's already broken, like the assassin actually broke through here, so I don't have to break it and they would hear me. And my luck, it is broken. I think one of the sounds that I heard was the assassin actually breaking that. I think he must have been in another area, looped around, and came back up and thought he was going to surprise me. So it's actually to my advantage here that the assassin went this way, so I decided to take advantage of that. Now here, I can definitely hear the thief running around in there. And there they are. And they went down. I pretty sure they had shields, but I don't know. Let's check that again. Let's change the playback here speed. Okay, coming back in. So let's see here. I didn't see the little shield break icon, but they might have had like a weak little shield. Honestly, it's really not that important whether I broke their shield, because they went down, and that's all that really matters. Now here, I'm getting swamped by the bots. So I would really love to finish them and just start looting, but I am not going to get too greedy. So yeah. I have no shield, my health is getting low, my bot is helping out, but I don't have time to reload. I just need to get out of there. So quick, do a quick recharge shields. Let's come in and take these guys out before I loot. The annoying part is them shoving you around. Another drone, the guy ran out. There, take them out. Now, we are free to loot. And let's see here. They had a really nice gun, so I decided to swap for that. And it looks like they did have some depleted shield charges, so I don't know if their shield was just recharging. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and look at that. Good rifle also. Some nice implants there. Some stuff I've been looking for upgrades. I like this control shield. I'm going to remove it. And that as well. Just swap the guns. The repeater is actually sort of a much better version of that Magnum. And they did have a key card there too, but I don't know. I didn't have the space and I wasn't really interested in it. I don't think I ended up taking it. I should have just dropped ammo and taken it. And then here, I checked this guy out from the safety of the tunnel. Yeah, he just had a sponsored kit. I don't know why it didn't seem like he charged up his shield either. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Or I just burned through him. I don't know. And that's pretty much
10 minutes remain.
what you have. I go on to exfil later here. I am really curious. I really want to take more stuff. I hate dropping some of those things. I just don't have the backpack for it.
Prepare for increased
I'm
hostile
questioning my choices there and trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Knowing I'm probably going to go, yeah, for the easiest, quickest exfil, which is the guarded one there. I have a smoke grenade, so I know I can just smoke the exfil and get out of there. So if I'm not mistaken, I think there is, for solos, 5 people on perimeter. So that was 2 of them there, plus me 3. So there's 2 more, and I think they've probably already exfilled the 2 other, or they're on the other side of the map. So I'm kind of confident I probably won't run into another person. Annoying drones, or turrets. Use the nice little rifle I got. Yeah, the other exfils are already gone, I believe. Oh, there's one in overflow. But yeah, so I know that someone else has for sure gotten out. So there's at most one more person probably that I have to worry about. Although if that was the second set of exfils, then there's definitely like probably no one. I'm probably the last person. I don't really want to deal with these guys, so obviously I could probably, but it's just a drain on resources and a potential risk that you don't need to take if you have. Like I don't even bother with that turret because there's no reason to. Just double check to see their position here. Where they are. Yeah, I don't need to waste resources on these guys. So yeah, just smoke the exfil, and you can pretty much just sit here and then go. I just shoot them kind of for fun. Yeah, I didn't see any shield icons pop up for either of those other players, so I'm not sure what that was. If they were too scared to charge their shields, or what. I don't know. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to try to check for those shield icons again. It was pretty clear when I first cracked the assassin. So. Okay, we can look at this frame by frame. And sorry if the like colors are all off. I recorded this in HDR, and also they do have a shield, and I can't really output it like that, so it's gonna make it nearly impossible to try to edit this in the stuff that I have. So yeah, there I did break their shield here. This initial run, a few headshots. Okay, and we'll go frame by frame here. Okay, there they are. Oh yeah, another shield. Okay, it's just like it was so small. There, broke it. Yeah, broke it nearly instantly. Oh, I don't know what kind of shields these people are running. I think I have the reinforced shields, which are pretty awesome, I will say. They're down instantly. Frame by frame, yeah. No, he's in there somewhere. There he is. No, this guy did not have a shield. His shield was destroyed. I don't know why he didn't charge it. He went down, yeah, way too quickly. I don't know what his deal was. Okay, anyways, yeah, that's it. In summary, like, don't be afraid to take gear out in solos because that's kind of going to be the difference between you winning some of these fights. Granted, you have to play completely differently. Camping is not worth it. You won't find action, you won't find loot. So the ratting strategy that you're worried about people, honestly, just checking your corners, having your head on a swivel, listening, you shouldn't have to worry about that. Not in my opinion, if you know what you're doing. Just, I've gotten out most of my exfils too. I usually hardly ever actually run into people. You just have to play it slow. Don't run unless you're repositioning. Be mindful of your surroundings. Listen, stop and listen. Because other people, if they want to loot, they're going to be running around. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like these breakdowns, like, leave a comment. Obviously, like and subscribe. I don't really do this for a job, which is evident by my subscriber count and the number of views my channel has. I do it for fun. I like doing it. This isn't my job, but I'm definitely willing to break down more things like this if you found this interesting or entertaining at all. And honestly, I'll probably do it again later too, even if you guys, if no one likes it. So that's that. Anyway, see you later. Bye.